Welcome back, everybody, with another video. Today I haven't been posting a lot recently. That's because I've been making some. I've been just minding my own business, playing some games. But back with another video on Minecraft. And if you guys realized already, I have an add-on or like a mod. Well, it's more of a add-on. It's physics. Well, not physics, but like animations. So, for example, we have like 3D tools that we can use. So it's got water buckets, pretty gnarly. But either way, that doesn't matter. Today we're going to be talking about another part of the overworld and tips on how to survive in the overworld. If you guys remember my last two videos, I made how to survive in Nether and in the end. I'm still adding on onto those videos, so stay tuned for those. And also a big shout out to everyone who has subscribed to me. We've hit the big 30. So we're only 20 subs away from getting um the 50 sub count to get a live streaming um goal to begin to happen. So we can start doing live streams and all that type of stuff. But that'll be in a while after I get 50 because I need to work out how to do that stuff and so on and so on. But if you guys remember in my last overworld tips, like survival tips, I remember myself that I said there will be certain parts to like every biome in the game. I'll be doing tips on different like biomes and all that type of stuff. And today we're gonna be doing the mountains. The mountains is a very complex area as it can be very useful for tons of stuff that I'll be explaining in a few minutes, and also has some doesn't really have any mobs or animals except for the fox over there sleeping right on my left hand side, just over there behind me. You can see it snoozing. Either way, let's get straight into it. And first, we'll be starting off is snow. There is two different types of snow in this game. One of them is powdered snow. This is powdered snow. To be able to tell the difference between normal snow and powdered snow, powdered snow has a pretty different texture to its look. Now it might look impossible to see the difference. That's because the texture pack that I'm using is very hard to tell the difference. But if you can't anyway, you can make an even easier like this is an even better tip on how to survive if powdered snow is in your location or not. Sometimes powdered snow can generate normally, and it won't have these piled like this like layer of snow on top of other blocks. So you can tell by the difference of normal snow. So here, this is normal snow. If I jump on it, it won't make me sink and start to deal damage. That is because it is normal packed snow with just normal materials. That's because it has the top on it. While powder snow doesn't have this little extra, like, little slab of snow on top of it, and it will just make you sink. So look, this is regular, like, generated. And you can see, by the way, that there's a difference between powdered snow and normal snow in height, actually. It's like soul sand. Soul sand is smaller than other blocks. As you can see, I cannot actually move onto this powdered snow because it is shorter than normal snow. So it's also a very key factor on surviving in the mountains. Not just that, you can also get trees here, which will be the dark oak. And we might find some foxes, which was just snoozing over here. Where is it? Oh, it's gone. It moved somewhere else. The poor snow fox. Remember, there's two different types of foxes. One of them is being the white furred one, which is the snow, while there's another one which is in a normal like dark oak biome. So yeah, that's like three key factors. Like the slabs, you can't if you're crouching, you can't actually go onto it like this, and also the texture on how it looks. So if I was just to zoom in, oh, and when you're inside powder snow, you can see the outsides of your screen start to become like snowballs and all. That is making you freeze, and after a certain amount of time, as you can see, it made me get some damage. And it is very dangerous because if you've bad armor on, you can die to it easily. But speaking of armor, there is one piece of armor that stops you from sinking into powdered snow and keeps you safe. That is being leather boots. Yes, literal leather boots. If you get enough cows or horses or whatever you want to kill to get some leather, you'll be able to make some boots, and um it will be able to stop you from sinking into any powdered snow that could kill you. So it's kind of a win-win. And in one of Jude Law, I think I've mentioned before, Jude Law's videos, he made a trap on powdered snow. It's very simple. You have leather boots and you paint them with white dye. And if you use iron armor and you quickly swap the boots out for white leather ones, you won't be able to sink into the trap of dripstone. I'll be making a video on how to make this trap, I'd say, since it's a very simple trap. And to collect the snow, which seems impossible, since if I break it with anything, even with a silk touch shovel, you need a bucket. Just like this. Have an empty bucket and just left click or whatever you use to like interact with villagers. And there you go. You've picked up your powder snow. And this could be used for anything. In Judo's video, he had like a 9x9 square of just powdered snow, which is very useful as well. But let's not get carried away by Judo, but he is more I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, shout out to him for helping me with that little point. But also, he's a very good YouTuber. You should go watch him. He's very good. You know, I'm getting carried away. That is powdered snow. You'll be also able to find igloos in the mountains or the snowy biomes in general, which actually has a secret area just at the carpet. So here we are, redstone torch, nothing really. But I think if we break one of these blocks, okay. For some reason, the igloos do not give you any little bunker. Usually in the bunkers, oh, there you go. There it is. You can see the difference between them. Look. Anyway, some igloos might have a little like villager like basement. I don't know why. It'll have a little basement with two villagers, with one being zombie and one being normal to show you like how to like make a zombie go back to normal with weakness and a golden apple. But yeah, that's really the igloos, and that's it. But and that's mostly the snowy biome and the mountains, except for one more thing. There can be these weird like ice structures that are inside of the area, and they have packed ice, I think. Compressed ice. Sorry. Compressed ice. This ice actually is the ice that gives you let's just not die real quick. That'd be bad. Also, by the way, you can actually break any powdered snow with water, like what I'm doing right now. So yeah, also a very important fact. Okay, that just scared me. Either way, let's not get carried away again. And the structures are kind of simple, the little ice structures. They don't really give you anything except for just ice. And also, there's goats. What? Okay, let's kill this guy. He won't drop anything. But they give you go horns, which can be also very useful if you're able to make them ram into stuff. And yes, caves are still included in this place, so don't worry about that. For some reason, there is a ton of wood here. Very weird. And this video is pretty short, even though I made it very long. I'm sorry about that, guys. So yeah, just thinking of what I was gonna do after this. But yeah, I'll be making other videos on like the caves, and also one more, I forgot what it's called. I'll be also making stuff on ancient cities, which actually can. Here's a little tip: inside of mountain biomes, if you dig down, usually a what's it called? A what's it called? What's it called? Oh yeah, an ancient city will usually be spawned inside of the underground bit of an mountain. So if I went up to that mountain again and I just dug down, I would have a high chance of finding an ancient city with some high tier loot, which could be very useful. And that's pretty much it on that. But I'll be focusing on ancient cities separately in another video, maybe in like caves and all. But yeah. Also, I might as well just finish off with the villager outposts. Villager outposts can be spawned in anywhere really, in any biome, and this is one of the worst ones ever. So war here? Nah. What I was saying, villager outposts can spawn in any biome, and I have little pillagers that can spawn and try to kill you with bows. One of them might have a banner which can give you some good loot, like some bottles, like bad omen bottles, and a banner. So that's mostly it for the video. I try to make it as short as possible, but you know, it's a tutorial video and I have no editing, so it's kind of annoying. So yeah, what was that? What? How did you do that? He phased through the wall, but okay. Either way, if you guys want this texture pack, it is called Actions and Stuff. It is literally inside of the add-ons in the store, and goes for about 1,690. Look, if it is the exact number, I'm sorry because I just bought it today, and I love this already. A lot of people have been reviewing on this thing, and it is blowing up. So I'd recommend using this as well because it's one of my top 5 favorite things that I've ever bought. We don't talk about the Nether adventure thing. Doesn't matter. What do you want? Right. Either way, that's it. And I hope you all enjoyed. This is what the village looks like, by the way. If you want, you can just go to the villages and just look for yourself. Not very much in these snowy biomes. So, goodbye, and I love you all. Thank you for the 30 subs. Again, you guys are helping me be happy in life. I might be able to go to college and still, like, do this stuff. Like, I don't want to, like, oh, you know what? Never mind. I might still upload if I do go to college. I don't know. Listen, I'll be making another video on the series soon. I might be trying to make a playlist on the stuff. So yeah. Um and bye. The now is 15 minutes, so yeah. See you all.